Hello and welcome to Access UTV. My name is Michelle Edhouse and today we ask the question, what do I say? How often have you been in a situation where somebody has thrown a curveball at you? They've asked you a question. Even at some people it's as little as, so what do you do? And your mind just freezes up, just goes completely blank. You have no idea what to say. Well, here's a trick. What if you were to ask yourself a question? What can they hear? What do I mean by what can they hear? You know, so often in life we try and give people the right answer. The answer that answers their question the most brilliantly. The one that's going to give them all the information that they require to make a decision. What if you were just to ask yourself, what can they hear? You know, sometimes people say to you, hi, how are you? And they don't care. It's just something to say. It's what you're expected to say in this reality. You're supposed to say hello and how are you? And oh, lovely, and how's the children? These are expectations of this reality, of society, of what you're supposed to say to someone. And how often do you actually care what their answer is? They could say, well, my mother's in hospital and she's, dying, and my kids are all been locked up in jail. And oh, lovely! Oh, how good to hear everyone's doing well. Did you listen? No. So what makes you think they listen to you? Sometimes I really have fun with it. Sometimes I say, well, I'm an elephant trainer. Oh, really? You must enjoy your job? I love it. The elephant poo down my fingernails absolutely rocks my world. Turns me on when I get home. Yummy. Oh, nice. So, what if you had no point of view about what the other person thought of you? What if you were just to ask, what are they willing to hear? Different people are willing to hear different things, and you can say things to them and they'll hear what they want to hear. Some people they say to me, oh, what do you do? Oh, well, I'm a life coach, I'm a healer, I do websites, I'm an at-home mum. How lovely. They didn't hear that I'm a healer. They didn't hear that I create websites, that I am an artist. They didn't hear any of the other phenomenal things that I create. They found one. They picked on it and they listened to that. That's all they could hear. They weren't willing to hear the rest. So what are they willing to hear? Are they willing to hear that I create magic on a daily basis? Are they willing to hear that people all around the world pay to have private sessions with me? No. So why tell them? Why even waste your breath? So what can they hear? Have fun with it. Oh, well, I change pooey nappies for a living. What does that mean? You're an at-home mum. You got kids. They're still in nappies. Oh, really? Oh, do you work in a daycare centre? Yeah. Yeah, pretty bad pay though, I must say. We don't get... Oh no, you don't get paid enough in those jobs, do you? Who cares? Are you willing to be the person that actually says what they're willing to hear? Now, this also applies when you're working with clients, and oftentimes they're not willing to hear that if you were to do your SEO just like this, and if you were to color coordinate this with this and create these images and put a filter on them so that they don't care. They just want a website, they want their name out there, they want people to be able to Google it and find it. They don't want to know. And hey, if you're a website designer and you desire everything you put out there to look fantastic, awesome, cool. And when they ask, my fee is this. What do I get for that? You get a website that you love, your clients can find you, and new people can find you too. Awesome, I have that. They didn't need to hear all the other stuff. So are you willing to zip it? Stop talking and actually ask that question of, what can they hear? And if they throw a curveball at you, ask that question, then open your mouth and see what falls out. I've been helping out my husband with his concrete business recently, and I got the joy of going out to do measuring quotes today. Now, I am not trained in this. I really don't know what I'm talking about, but I've lived with a husband for the last 20 years that knows about concrete. I overhear his conversations. I was like, what do I know? And she asked me a question that really I have no idea about. And I, what can she hear? And what do I know? And I opened my mouth and I just was gobsmacked at what fell out. And she was going, oh really? Oh wonderful. Oh okay, I understand. Oh lovely. And you really got the energy that she thought I know what I was talking about, and that she was in really good hands, somebody that knows what they're talking about, can do the job properly, and if she pays me money, she'll be really excited about it. And I was like, wow, how cool is that? I asked a question, what can she hear? And what do I know? And then I just let it fall out. So what about you? Are you willing to trust that what falls out of your mouth is exactly what is required to hear? But you need to ask the question, what can they hear? Because sometimes if you don't ask that question and you open your mouth, not such a cool thing falls out. So I dare you to play with that. I dare you to ask that question and see what shows up. See what falls out. See what job you are doing these days. It's fascinating to play with, and what if playing with what comes out of your mouth can actually be fun? So how much fun can you have playing with what comes out of your mouth? And I look forward to having you on future episodes of Access You TV. Cheers.